Over the weekend, Brett Favre weighed in on Tom Brady's departure from New England to Tampa Bay and said that he greatly commended Brady on his decision. Favre also described it as a, quote, leap of faith to leave New England. So, Shannon, do you agree with Brett Favre here?
No, absolutely not. Skip, this is the equivalent of people saying Phil Jackson took a leap of faith leaving the Bulls to go to the Lakers. No, he didn't. They didn't want him back. A leap of faith is not jumping out a burning building to save myself. That's not a leap of faith. There are no other options behind me. Let me tell you what a leap of faith. I'm going to give it to you in as simple as terms as I possibly can. A leap of faith is Shannon Sharp is a lawyer. I have a successful practice, but I give that up to open up a restaurant. That's a leap of faith. You don't take a leap of faith. A leap of faith would have been for Tom Brady. He has 2-3 years left on his contract. He goes to Mr. Kraft. I want out. I'm not happy. You don't wait till the end of your contract. They don't give you what you want and says, I'm taking a leap of faith by leaving. That's not a leap of faith. Maybe I got it wrong. Jenny, you went to BU, so you're a lot smarter than I am. So maybe I don't got the true definition of what a leap of faith is. But I don't think someone not giving you a contract, you going to join someone else, is a leap of faith. And let's not pretend. A leap of faith, if you want to have a leap of faith, get out of your contract and go join the Bucs. Get out of your contract and go join Jacksonville. A leap of faith is not going to join two Pro Bowl wide receivers and a tight end that's on the cusp of going to the Pro Bowl. That's not a leap of faith. Man, stop this notion. Tom Brady, the Patriots didn't want Tom Brady. He wanted an exit strategy. A leap of faith is, with 2 to 3 years left on his contract, says, Mr. Kraft, I want out. That's a leap of faith. You at the end of your contract and having to go somewhere else, that's not a leap of faith. That's your only option.
Timeout. Just recently, Ian Rappaport of NFL Network reported that Robert Kraft was holding out hope until that Monday night when Tom Brady went to his house. He was holding out hope, was Mr. Kraft, that they could come to terms and make a deal for the following year, which would be next year, if not a 2-year deal. And remember, Ian Rappaport also reported that once Brady was offered 2 years and $50 million, 25 and 25, by the Bucs, that Robert Kraft offered to match that. So I think we have some revisionist history here on the part of Mr. Sharp, trying to say that he got pushed out the back door and had nowhere to go but south, that he had to go to Tampa. Skip. And I'm also going to point out that Jeff Darlington had reported before the free agency period that 4 teams were ready to sign Tom Brady and that 8 were very interested. So it seemed like he had a lot of options, and he chose at almost age 43 to take a leap of faith and sign with the team known as the Buccaneers. That's a leap of faith to me.
I believe that Tom Brady's team leaked information says he has 4 teams to one, because the same guy that said it's very doubtful, because so he fed him. I don't believe Tom's going to go back. It's very doubtful, but I'm going to need you to do me this, because I've also read articles said Tom Brady had 2 choices, the Chargers and the Bucs. Now, you have one guy says he had multiple choices. I do not believe that, Skip Bayless. I do not believe 8 teams were lining up to sign a 43-year-old quarterback. I do not. And this is the same Ian Rappaport that kept saying, oh, he's going to get a long-term deal, a long-term deal. Where's that long-term deal that the Patriots are going to offer? Oh, it never came.
Well, maybe they did. Maybe there was a 2-year offer from them to match the Bucs offer.
Tom Brady waited 3 years to get an extension. He waited 3 years to get the extension. He wanted that to make, okay, y'all wanted to move with Jimmy Garoppolo. The only thing that's going to make me feel better is you give me a long-term deal. Okay, where's that deal, Skip? And I told you, last year they gave $8 million. I said, Skip, if they wanted this man past this year, they would. Why couldn't they give Skip? It would have been more cap-friendly if you give him 2 years and prorate that money over 2 years, as opposed to just getting $8 million. They showed you what they wanted, Skip. Just like the franchise tag, Skip. Prove it. 1 year, prove you're durable, prove you can play, and we'll give you another one. Now, Tampa didn't have a choice. What was the option? Either Tom Brady at 43 or go back with Jameis. It's like they took a leap of faith because they had a choice. That was a leap of faith what they did because they had a 25, 26-year-old Jameis Winston, almost 5,200 yards and 33 touchdowns. But they went with Tom Brady, 43-year-old. We know what his past is. We know what he's accomplished. Skip, that's a leap of faith. This ain't no leap of faith what he did. He didn't have a choice.
No, wait a second. Time out. A leap of faith is a gamble. It has some fear factor to it where you have to plunge, close your eyes and plunge. The Bucs didn't have to close their eyes and plunge. They're like, thank you, God. Tom Brady fell into their laps. No. And they said, we can't wait to go forward with Tom Brady for 2 years.
You tell me that when coaches or teams, owners and teams move on for a player, you should be suspicious. Coach Belichick, now everybody says Coach Belichick is arguably the greatest coach of any sport. He was seen to be unwilling to give Tom Brady a contract extension. Why?
Well, obviously, Bill Belichick feels like he's earned the right after 20 years with Tom Brady to prove to the world he can win a Super Bowl without Tom Brady, and I'm fine with that. I don't condemn him for that. Let's see. Here we go. But again, he had an ulterior motive that was a selfish motive. It's not that he's saying Brady can't play anymore. He's saying, I need to it's time for me. How old is he? 67? It's time for me to start proving I can win one without Tom, right?
Well, here's the thing, though, Skip. He's not saying that Brady can't play. He said, I don't believe Brady can play at the level and for the money that he's expecting. That's what he believes. But Skip Bayless, Brett Favre is absolutely wrong. Tom Brady did not take a leap of faith. The leap of faith is leaving something and going anew. What did Tom Brady leave? He didn't have a contract. If he had 2-3 years on his contract, Skip, he asked for the Patriots to release or trade him. That's a leap of faith. Skip, if I'm without a job, I can't say, well, I take a leap of faith. I started something new. I'm without a job.
Okay, did Shannon Sharp predict that Tom would choose Tampa Bay? Because I don't think it was a gimme he was going to choose Tampa Bay. I think it came out of left field. It came out of nowhere. Nobody saw that coming because they were 7-9 and they have the worst history of any franchise in all of pro sports. They're the Buccaneers. And Tom said, watch this. Watch what I can do there. That's what you define as leap of faith.
Bill Gates dropping out of Harvard, starting Microsoft, is a leap of faith. He could have stayed in school. He had a choice. He didn't skip. The Patriots basically said, Tom, we want to move on without you. They had 3 years, Skip, to extend Tom. And at the end of 2017, at the end of 2018, they did not. That is not a leap of faith what he did. He went to another team after the team that he wanted to be with didn't give him the extension. That's not a leap of faith. Mark Zuckerberg dropping out of Harvard and starting Facebook. That's a leap of faith. How is this a leap of faith when nobody wants you? There were no options back there.
No options. You don't think he could have gone into Robert Kraft on that Monday night ahead of free agency and said, hey, let's work this out. Let's do one more year and make it our last hurrah together. Let's make it my swan song year. You don't think Daddy Kraft would have done it? Yes, he would have done that. And I believe what Ian Rappaport reported, and you don't.
Skip, he didn't want 1 year. Yes, he could have got a 1 year, but I don't believe it. He could have got 1 year to prove it. He's like, I'm beyond proving it. That's why he got 2 years. That's why guys don't like the franchise tag. I've already proven it, or else you wouldn't have put the tag on me. I want long-term security. He wanted an extension that would have assured him that he could have played till 45 in New England. Coach Belichick, remember, Mr. Kraft co-signed Tom Brady saying play in the 45. There's only one guy, and I told you at the time he said it, that matters. That was Coach Belichick. Coach Belichick never signed off on that, Skip. This is not a leap of faith, Skip. If he'd had 2 years left on that contract, he says, I want out and go somewhere else. That's a leap of faith.
Shannon, nobody's ever done this in the history of pro football. No quarterback going on 43 has said, I think I want to start over with Super Bowl expectations with a 7-9 team. Now, all they're talking about in Tampa, Florida is Super Bowl, here we come. It's a leap of faith for him to start over in the other conference. Peyton Manning said the other day, and I don't know if it was a criticism or a compliment, but he said, I was surprised that Tom Brady went to the NFC. I thought he was an AFC guy. Now he's going to have to go through an initiation and learn the ropes in the NFC. Okay, well, that's another little part of this that's a leap of faith where you're saying, I'm starting over in the other conference. It takes guts. It takes goat. It takes what Tom Brady is made of to say, watch this. Nobody predicted it. Nobody saw it coming. It's a leap of faith to take a 7-9 team and create expectations that you're going to win the NFC South over Drew Brees and Sean Payton and leap into Super Bowl contention next year. That's a leap of faith.
Hold on, Skip. So in other words, Joe Montana took a leap of faith by leaving San Francisco. Brett Favre took a leap of faith by leaving Green Bay.
No. They were traded. Both were traded. Joe was traded to Kansas City. Brett was traded to the Jets.